Walking mile in my shoes, could never see me. Just a girl from the deep, still after my dreams. I can never understand why they hated on me. Another girl at the bar trying to make me some cheese. You bitches try to snuff me, how it feel to see me. 5 years out the club, now you bitches could eat. 26 in one night. Hey, you only get one. Alright, y'all, so we gonna have question and answer. It doesn't necessarily have to be about the products. It doesn't necessarily have to be about anything. It's just various questions and answers that you guys might want to know. Thank you, baby. I think I tagged her, the lady that did my hair in one of my videos. Hey, Landa, how you doing? All right, so I guess I'll go ahead and start off with the question. So y'all, when we do the detox pearls in the steam, like, am I the only one who becomes like extremely horny? Thank you, Linda. It's mandatory to steam before and after. Yes, definitely. If you want the best results, it is definitely mandatory. If you guys can, there's a question mark at the bottom. Ask the questions there so everyone could see, so that everyone could get the response back, because I don't think that everyone is able to see. So, oh shoot, this was the question: is it mandatory to steam before and after Yanni Pearl's detox? Yes. So if you do not steam before and after, so say for instance that I just put the detox pearl in and I'm not wet. Most of us are not wet because our sex drive is low. We're probably up in age, and um we're pretty much like not even aroused or whatever, and not knowing what's going on inside our vagina. So it's definitely important to rejuvenate. And while you're steaming, that's what you're doing. You're moisturizing your vagina, you're rejuvenating, and you're also healing your womb. So that when you do put the detox pearl in there, the agents work together to pull out all the toxins. Now, it can't pull out all the toxins alone by itself in one treatment. So you'll definitely have to use both of the treatments. I do give instructions on using the treatments. So once you get done with your last detox pearl, then you'll steam again. Why? Because now you're all dried out from the detox. From it pulling so much stuff out, it's now dry. So once you go ahead and you steam, then that's when you start seeing a lot of purging coming out. After you do the detox, you might see a little, but after you steam, you'll actually start seeing a lot of discharge coming out, a lot of old dead skin. Sometimes ladies see a little bit of blood. Sometimes ladies see a bunch of yeast. It just depends on what you're eating and what you're doing with your body itself. So pretty much, yeah, definitely you want to steam before and after you do the detox purpose. You don't want to dry yourself out, and you want to make sure that you're doing it the proper way. Thank you, Landa. Like, you'll definitely love my products. Seriously. I'm not saying it because it's my products, but you'll definitely love it. All right, so the question says, should or can you wax before you start? Definitely. Definitely. I think it's actually better to wax or shave before you start your detox or even steam. I definitely think that that is something that I have never touched on. And I think that you guys should definitely go ahead and wax or shave If you're shaving, you can use the bump solution that I have, or you can use the queen oil and it'll exfoliate you. So definitely, girl, yeah, you hit that right on the little knot. Yeah, I never thought of that. To even, go into detail about that. You should try it, CJ. Definitely. You should try it. I definitely think you so. Thank you, Linda, for that question. Like, that was a real live question. That was a question that actually made me proud. All right, so y'all look. I received like a let me see if I can actually find it. This one made me like so proud. I wonder if I can find it. This one like really, really made me proud because I didn't, I don't go on and tell you guys what products could do for you guys. I just actually go off of what the customers tell me, and when the customers tell me, no, that's not it. That's definitely not it. Okay, so I think this one is it. Can you guys see it? So with this lady, what it's saying is, it says I was diagnosed with. Let me see if I can move this little camera. I can't move it. But anyway, she was diagnosed with inflammatory disease or whatever, and she had a bunch of pain and things of that sort. She also had my picture is blocking it, huh? How do I move my picture? I don't know how to move the picture. Okay, so I'm just going to explain it to y'all. So what ended up happening was she was steady going, back and forth to the doctor for fibroids, and inflammatory disease, which could cause infertility. So after her using the steams and using the detox pearls, she went back to the doctor and her fibroids are gone. And she said that the doctor said that he was amazed, and so she was. So I definitely don't, tell you guys like this could do that, that could do this. All of my recommendations and everything I tell you guys is strictly off of the performance of someone else's body. So it may work for you, it may not work for you, but I can tell you one thing, these products really do work. So, hey, I don't know how to move it out the way. Girl, thank you. I'm gonna put it back on my page though, because I really don't know how to move it out the way. I wish I could move this damn picture out the way. Let me see something. How the hell can it make? Okay, let's see something. It don't work that way. It can make me bigger or smaller, but it don't do that. All right. For those of y'all that are definitely in Houston, please be at the pop up shop. There will definitely be amazing specials. We're in a process right now of making up different specials. But that's not really why I came on here. I didn't come on here to promo. It's on the page. I'm gonna post it again though. But I didn't come on here to promote. I came on here to introduce myself to all the new followers, and to let y'all know a little bit about me. So a little bit about me is I am very it's okay, boo. It's definitely okay. I'm very strict only because that's how you gotta be. I'm very helpful. I'm a very nice person. But when I feel like that I'm getting messed over, then there comes the other side. I will definitely get you guys the right products. If I see that, if you come to me and you ask me like, hey, what should I get? I will definitely point you into the direction of a product that you need. Sometimes people come and say, "Hey, I need detox pearls," and they may not need them. So I go into consultation to see exactly what you might need. Sometimes people come and say they need pearls and they really don't need them. So I do a lot of consultation before I even allow y'all to buy products. Supporting me is not buying anything from me. Just by you guys speaking and just by you guys responding back, that support itself. I don't care about the money at all. That's not what I'm here for. What I'm actually here for is to help the ladies that have been going through the things that I have been going through, which is endometrius and constantly having BV. So pretty much like I have a mission, and my mission is just to help. My mission is not to get rich. My mission is not to sit up and take all y'all money. My mission is just to help y'all. So that's why I rather do one-on-ones. That's why I do not go live all the time, because I don't want everyone business in the street, because this is a social media platform, and just because it looks like a little people on here watching, once I put it on my screen, there's going to be thousands of people to watch. So there'll be a lot of people to know your business. And I don't like that, because I don't like people know in my business. So these right here, they're definitely going on sale for $40. So you get the pants and you get the crop top for $40. Okay, you can DM me. So it's a crop top, and it's some tights. Basically, this is lounge around clothes. It's not something that you wear outside. Some people will wear it outside, but it's definitely lounge around clothes. It's only $40. You get the shirt and you get the pants, and it's free shipping. The price is negotiable. If I do agree with the price, you will have to pay shipping. I will not pay the shipping for you, because it's $40 with shipping. No, it's not thin. The material not thin at all. It's actually good quality. I wear it. Let me take it off of here. So they come from small to, I think, three to four, 3 to 4X. Because I'm a heavy set girl, so I definitely did not leave out my heavy set chicks. So it comes from small to 4X, and some of them I think go even up to 6X. But for the shirts, I think the shirts only come up to maybe large or extra large. Michi, you know I'm not finna buy nothing. Hold on. Hold on. Do not deny me, Michi. Why my thing not work?
Hello.
Why you gonna act? Now you know I do not buy stuff that's not quality.
But
What, what?
I'm asking the question just for those people who may not want to ask the question.
Yeah, I know. I think you need to ask a lot more questions, because a lot of ladies don't know. They should ask questions so that they'll know what they're doing and not be
Yeah.
confused.
Oh, I don't know. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hold on,
um,
let me answer some of these questions.
okay.
Savannah, do you have? We don't have PayPal anymore because of the rules and the restrictions that they had. So, we don't have PayPal no more. But I've been open. How long have I been open? About 2 years. Yeah, and I don't steal from people. If you don't agree with the product, I switch it out for you. And other than that, as long as it hasn't been worn or it hasn't been open, sometimes it just depends on what's going on. Then I'll let you keep the product, and I'll send another product out to you. You are to send your ID in, and that's just strictly because I don't need any chargebacks. Landa, if you have a flat stomach, it'll definitely work for you. But if you're like me with a big stomach, it ain't finna work for you.
Mm.
But what do you mean, Landa? Is there a different way to wash it? Are you talking about the pants? You can wash them pretty much um on a quick wash, but it won't tear. It's good quality. It's not nothing that's cheap that you can pull on and then rip. It's not no dollar store type of thing like that. No, you can wash it regular. I wash mine regular. All right, you can ask the questions.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, dang. I feel like it's weird because so first, I'll give a disclaimer from me. I've been using her products now for about over a year. Over a year.
Go
Uh,
turn the TV down.
yeah. And then, like,
Uh-huh.
I pretty much have tried everything. I pretty much have tried pretty much literally almost all her products that are beneficial to me. If I don't feel the need for it, I've never bought it. Um, so I guess some of the big questions I see one of them you pinned is about the steaming before and after you do the pearl detox.
Yeah, she wants to know should you steam before and after. Um, I would have asked why and why not, just because I would have wanted to know like what would be the difference. But what was your experience?
Uh,
Have you ever used the detox pearls without the steam before?
no, I've never. I'm like a follow by the rule book person. So, and Chris will tell you, I will call her and be like, I'll send an email like, hey, just to make sure this business. But no, I've always steamed before and after I did the detox pearls, and I've never had any issues. Um, I think the one I noticed because I used it faithfully, that I actually had like my own personal routine. I noticed that I actually didn't. I really didn't have. I didn't have to use both detox pearls when I did a purge or when I did a whole
Yeah.
detox. So at first I used to use both set of detox pearls. So I would steam, pearl, take out the pearl, wait, put another pearl in, then steam. But I got to the point of I was taking care of my body. I had gained. I was out to where um, now I didn't have to do that. I literally would use one pearl. I think Linda asked how often
Baby, make her
I detox.
shut the fuck up.
I used to detox. I started off detoxing like every month and every other month. So now I detox like
Make her
every
shut
whenever I
up.
really kind of feel like it.
I'm loud.
It really just depends on your body and what you put in your body and how you take care of your body. I'm a big like organic freak. I like everything I eat. I know where it comes from. I'm more of like a farmer market type of person. Organic fruits and vegetables, organic meat, grass fed, like for hormones. So if you really know what you're putting in your body, how you detox it goes down because your body's more holistic in a sense.
Yeah, definitely. Cause just like you, I used to steam, constantly, and I think we were both doing it together at that time.
Yeah,
And after a while, you don't have to steam and detox as much because your body is already cleansed. And now it's not to say completely stop, but you may have to just steam or detox maybe every 4 months. once your body gets used to being cleansed and things of that sort. So it's not something like going to Summer's Eve having to constantly buy, these products every single week or every month. It's one of those things where it's like, okay, it's organic. Let it work on your body the proper way. Once your body gets used to it and accustomed to it, it'll then, relatable. It'll then relate to your body, and then your body will also know, like, hey, I don't need to use these products as often, because it's still, the herbs is still lingering in your body and still fighting off those things that are hurting the inside of your body.
Yeah.
And I don't want to say body, I'm sorry for saying body, but the inside of your womb and your vaginal canal. You'll even notice the difference between, your sex smells after you have sex. When you have your period, you'll notice the difference of the pains in your cramps. Um, you'll definitely notice the difference between your libido, which is your sex drive. You'll definitely notice if you have blood clots and stuff like that. Those are for the people who suffer from endometriosis and maybe fibroids. You'll definitely notice the difference from those two. So I would say these products are not a constant everyday basis product, but I will also say that ladies should definitely take care, especially um I'm gonna just be straight up and real with y'all, especially us black people, because it's about 30 to 40% of black people that purchase my product, which means it's 60 to maybe 70% of um Caucasians and Hispanics that actually walk into the store or buy online. And that right there is one of the main issues that we face, because we're the main people who have the most problems. So the question comes like, okay, well, what are you going to do to fix it? Are you going to just sit right there and wait? Like, are you going to trust another person, or are you going to trust the person that actually went through it and actually have somebody that, teamed up and went through it with them?
Yeah. And I think also, piggyback for you, it also depends like what your issues are and what you go through.
Definitely.
Especially like, so I'm big on, I don't know about Chris, she'll probably chime in, but I'm big on always knowing about your health and knowing what's going on with you personally.
Yeah.
Me knowing like my overall women health as far as with my uterus, my womb, my ovaries and stuff like that, and kind of watching my hormone levels and seeing, for me, what really made me know her products really work was watching, like I did like my blood work, and I saw what my hormone levels are, and by using her products, like my doctor prescribed me medicine, and I was like, okay, if I'm gonna really try this out and I'm gonna see if it works, I can't use my medicine, so I'm not advising you to do that. It's your own choice. You pick and choose. But I
Yeah.
her product, and I noticed from using her products, my hormone levels began to regulate, and that was all organically. That wasn't me using the medicine with my doctor. That was strictly me using her products. I filled my prescriptions, bought them, put them in my drawer, but I never touched them because I wanted to see, is this really going to work? And over time, and I even shared this with Chris, like I showed her my results from when I first started. So when I went
Yeah.
in until I went again, and my numbers in a lot of categories went down. And then at one point they were all regulated.
Yeah,
So
they went down a lot, and even I was amazed. I was really amazed because I mean, I believe in my products, but I was only amazed because of how quickly it went down. I think it was about what, 2 or 3 months.
yeah, it was, yeah, within like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was within
and
2 or 3 months span.
And normally, when a doctor, and again, a disclaimer, we're not telling you guys not to go to the doctor because you need your blood work. And some of the medication you might just need. But there are different organic products that may help you to overcome certain things. But I was amazed only because it would have taken a long time with using medication from the doctor versus using organic products. That was the only reason why I was just really amazed. And when I seen the numbers, I was researching just like she was researching, and I was like, Wow, it really did, what it was supposed to do.
And that's another thing too. I'll tell people is like research. It's okay. Like Chris is really open about her product. If you have questions, she has the answers. And that was one thing I liked about her was everything on the back of her packaging, all the ingredients, you can Google them and you can see it comes from this herb and you can see what is this herb meant to do. And it makes sense. It's meant to do this. It's meant to do that. I'm big on again knowing what I put in my body. I'm not just gonna put in anything. I never was a fan of like Summer Eve and all that stuff. So I've always been a fan of organic stuff. And
Definitely.
by being able to find a product, especially for just my woman purpose, for my overall womb body care, it's a blessing. One thing I will say, since I've used her products, um, this for some people this may be TMI, but I'm okay with sharing. Like after sex, I don't have an odor, and I've never liked that after sex smell. I know some people are like, oh no, I have like every outlet in my house has a plug in. I have like
Yeah.
persons on deck. I just don't like that smell. And I was that person like once afterwards I hopped in the shower because I personally just didn't like the smell. It wasn't
Definitely.
bad or anything. I just didn't like it. But I know it's like with my husband, I don't have that smell. Like afterwards, I don't smell like we just, did the dirty. Like we just
Yeah.
got it in. I still smell like I have like you don't smell like flowers, you don't smell like roses, you just smell like your natural essence, which a lot of people don't realize your natural essence, it doesn't smell musty or anything. It's just a very neutral, balanced smell,
Mhm.
which is
Yeah.
that's really good. You're not supposed your womb or anything is not supposed to smell like roses. It's not supposed to smell like flowers because that's not we're not a plant. We're
Yeah.
not supposed to
Definitely.
smell like plants.
Definitely.
So I think that's the misconception a lot of us as women are taught that we're supposed to smell like something when that's really not what your body's meant to smell like.
Yeah. Or either we don't have a smell or we don't, go through certain things or, like some women just say, oh, I don't have an odor, which, I cannot say, no, you don't have an odor. But me being a woman and have been around other women that, have been in my field and not in my field, or just being around communicating with a lot of women, we do have odors. And just from listening to guys that make these little commercials and these little skits that appear on Instagram or on TikTok or, on social media, proves that women are lying. So at the end of the day, my mission is only to help women overcome those boundaries, because women have come to me. I never speak their name, but women have come to me and said that they've been uncomfortable to have sex with their mate. And I can relate to that, because when I had my BB issues, I used to tell my husband all the time, oh no, I'm dirty. So now that I don't have those issues, he jokes with me a lot, like, oh, you ain't take a bath. Oh, you need to go take a bath right now. And it's just like a little joke thing that he jokes with me about now. But um like a lot of women need to take heed to, there are products that will help you and they will not hurt you. I'm very sensitive, just like a lot of other women. And I think all women are sensitive, to be honest. And because we are sensitive, that's the reason why I chose plant-based things. Why? Because our body is made from the ground and we are to take in what we are made from, instead of something synthetic.
Um, so I see a question from Landa about buying in bulk. So I'll tell you the way I buy. And Chris's eyes, I pretty much buy in bulk. The way I buy my stuff. I buy whenever she has
I
a
missed
sale.
that. I'm sorry.
If you scroll up, Landa 0081.
I said I got it.
Yeah.
You could go ahead though.
So I whenever she has stuff on sale, I buy a bunch of it. And Chris knows like she be like, didn't you just buy some already? Didn't you just have this? I buy in bulk because one, I don't like to shop, and two, I like to have it when I'm ready to use it. So really, if you kind of the way I buy whenever there's a sale, or I'm like now I have the card that I end up. It's like a win.
The membership card.
Yep. So I have a membership card. So I buy it then, and so when I do buy, like, hold on, I'll show y'all. Like, this is my Phlox Divinity stock pile. Chris is gonna laugh.
I'm not finna play with you.
So that's my seat, and then this whole basket.
Girl, stop it.
That like this whole basket is like literally all my Phlox Divinity, stuff between deodorant, steams, what else? Wipes, panty liners, um,
Did you
soap.
use all of your Thai kitty gels?
Oh nope, I got my tight kitty gels, my pearls, my petals. So a funny story, y'all. I didn't know what the petals were used for, and I didn't know how to use them. So for the longest, I've just had petals. But when I asked Chris, she explained it to me. But yeah, that's kind of how I buy the stuff, and I buy it when she has like a bundle. So if she had like 3 steams and you get 2 pearls for free for a really good price, I'll buy like 2 or 3 sets of those. And again, I just stockpile. So hence why I have my basket full of Phlox
Yeah,
Divinity.
definitely. Because I'm pretty sure that you got those at a price where as pretty much like whereas you was able to stock up and save money at the same time. That's one thing that I definitely do, and that's why I would give so many specials so that ladies could take care of themselves. I'm not giving y'all specials because I want y'all to buy. I'm giving y'all specials because I want you to take care of yourself. I don't want to sit up and just continuously take your money, but I want you to take care of yourself. Why? Because whether you believe it or not, your womb could kill you just by having an infection in your womb, or just by not, taking care of your womb itself. It could actually lead to, bleeding on the inside, and you could lose a lot of blood. It could turn into cancer on the inside. Your cervix could turn to cancer, and it could cause death. So let me make another disclaimer. These products are not to actually treat cancers or to treat any death threatening diseases or incidents that you may have in your womb, but they are preventatives. So you guys definitely want to start, doing this. Caucasians and Hispanics have been doing this for a long time. And that's why I believe that I have more customers lingering that way versus, our African American, which I don't down y'all, and I don't think that it's odd because I learned that I had to study about this myself 3 years ago. So it comes a time where I have to come out and I have to let y'all know the truth. Like, hey, get on y'all shit, because at the end of the day, you can either choose to cleanse your womb, or you can sit around here and do nothing and then be at the hospital, and then they'll be giving you a hysterectomy, or they'll be telling you, oh, you got cancer, when you could have done things a long time ago to prevent certain things. Need to.
No, you can definitely save. Like, so this is what she was talking about, like my kitty gel and stuff like that. Like, this is all like the stuff.
How about I need a bottom back from you?
No, ma'am. No, no return policy.
Because that's exactly what he say.
So no, this is literally like my kitty gel, my detox pearls, my pH balance test strips, my kitty on the go. This is like my second kitty on the go. I have my actual kitty on the go that I haven't done.
DM me, Landa, so we could go over certain things. I'm listening, but I could see them talking.
Oh no, you're good. So like that's again, most of those items I didn't buy by themselves. I bought them in a set. Like again, like sometimes like you and Linda, if you catch it and you watch, like you will see she'll have like she's done that plenty of times. And the holidays coming up, Black Friday, this is the best time to score. She ain't gonna see me because I'm already stocked up. But she'll do like the 3 steams plus 2 packs of detox pearls, and that's not a like, and she'll do it for like 75. If you individually were to
No,
buy
they
each,
five. They five steams and two detox pearls.
oh, five, see,
Hmm.
even better. So if you do it right there, if you get five steam, 2 detox pearls, right there, that's two detoxing, like steam and detox packages in itself. because you got 5, you just have an extra steam. But again, it's kind of like I buy them when they're on sale. That's really I like to save money. I watch every coin that comes in and out. So that's really why I end up getting most of her stuff is when there is like a sale or a package. And then also too, her stuff lasts. So between like the Kitty on the go, like so I use her deodorants. I don't use the deodorant all the time, but I use them at like when I work out or when I know I'm sweating. But I've had
Yeah.
this deodorant since July or June.
Yeah, because it's a detox deodorant. It's not something that you wear every day.
Yeah.
It's something that you wear when you know you're going out and you're too sweaty and you don't want your smell to come out or you don't want to sweat as much. So
But
it's a detox deodorant.
But the prime example of like again, most deodorants, even if you use it, and I work out 5 days a week. I work out 5 days a week, and I play volleyball on the weekends and stuff. So to have this deodorant, and like I've had jobs where like I sweat a lot. To have this deodorant since like June, July, and this is still here. Like it's like the products really, for me in my eyes, they really work when you use them. Um, Even if you use them on a daily basis, like the kitty wash, like the gel wash. I use
Got
that
one of my
every day.
faves.
Huh?
One of my faves.
I use that every day. Every time I take a shower, it gets used. And I literally just changed out my bottle. And the bottle before that I've had since February when she had her Valentine's Day sale. So they really
Damn, that's a long time ago.
I know. So definitely I would say like her products really do last. They really do help. And like she said, if you have certain issues, if you don't want to bring them up, or if you like had a hysterectomy, you have certain problems, definitely DM her or email her or reach out to her privately because that's how me and her got on this, how we got on this same little detox plan. I have my issue. I told her this is what's going on. This is what I'm trying to do. And this is everything. Like kind of laid it out like here you go. And like we both sat together, came up with my plan. And this is why now over time, and I've been doing this now for a year. Literally, it will be a year. Cause I literally started in November last year.
Yeah,
And it is where now, like
November.
I stated, like if you guys just jumped in, it's now when I detox and when I do like the detox, like the steam and detox, I don't have to use both pearls in that same time frame because my body has now adjusted, and there isn't a lot for me to purge anymore. And I really kind of detox and purge like maybe every 2-3 months. I
Yeah,
steam, yeah,
I recommend that. I definitely recommend that ladies do the detox pearls at least 3 to 4 times out of a year. You don't have to do them every single month. There's no point in them. I don't promote it at all because it's almost like you're gonna scarp your insides. So yeah, she's definitely telling y'all the truth.
yeah. Like I've literally like, yeah, I probably was her like, oh, is this the one person? Yeah, I probably was like a little mini guinea pig. But yeah, I've like literally tried, and I've tried a bunch of her stuff, and like some of the stuff she'll ask me about, and I'm like, well, I don't know. Okay, I try and I see. But yeah, most of the stuff that I've been interested in, that's why I say if I've been interested in, I've tried it, and it's worked for me. And like my goal, I know some women have certain goals. My overall goal was just to make myself healthy. I don't have kids, so I'll let y'all know I do not have any kids. Um, that might happen in the future. I don't know. I am not on birth control, so hey, if the Lord willing.
Remember, I told you I'm gonna give you some of this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna talk about it on live, but I'm gonna give you some of this stuff and see how
But
it works.
so that's just my disclaimer because I know some women have kids, this and the third. But me personally, I don't. And but again, I've done this just to overall yeah, team healthy, Landa. That is literally it. Team healthy.
Definitely, seem
That
healthy.
really was it. I just wanted to be like a better me. Just me 2.0.
Yeah, and these products like they make you feel more womanly. They embrace you. It's almost like it kind of takes you out of the stage of depression of not wanting to be around people, having to close your legs because you might have a little, you might smell it but nobody else might not smell it. So it kind of allows you to kick up your heel and let your vagina air out without any type of aroma or smell that goes with it. and it makes your body feel well as well. And with the steams, they also relax you. They relax you so well to the point where you're not. Maybe you came home from a bad day at work or something like that, and you'll take a steam little seat or whatever, and if y'all have the little woody ones, I'm pretty sure, and I can tell y'all the truth, I done came home plenty of times, stressed or whatever, and I'll get on the steam pipe, and by the time I'm done, I'm calm. And of course I will go take a bath and use, like Epsom salt or some of the little CBD little bath salts or whatever, but definitely like those things are one thing that really works along with the detox pearls.
Yeah.
They definitely do work.
And it's also good to implement if you don't already have one into your self care routine. So my steaming, like my steam, even if I'm like even when I don't detox, I still steam twice a month. But it's a part of my it's literally a part of my self care. So
Hey, yeah, Styles.
I literally have one day out the week where I'm always it's a self care day, and if it's my and I typically correlate it with my steam day, and it really is relaxing, and it's just another way for you to focus on you and kind of centralize yourself. Whether you're in charge of your whether you're the head of your family, whatever. One thing I was always told: you can't take care of everybody else if you're not taken care of, because at some point you got to recharge your battery.
Definitely.
And so that was something I learned when I got married was I can do a lot for my husband and I could really support him and let him lead our family, but I can't do that if I'm not recharged and if I don't make sure I'm centered. And that's something my husband's also learned too, and he's also he's a big
Thank you,
supporter,
Exotic.
he's a big supporter with that too. So definitely I would say this is if anything, this let this be your kickstart for your personal self-care and for you to prioritize you.
Yeah, definitely. Again, us as women, we gotta, step up our game and do what we're supposed to do for our womb itself, because it's not like that we're doing it for someone else. We're definitely doing it for ourselves. So um just like they say, self-love includes a lot of things. It includes meditation. It includes you taking care of yourself, rather it's wounds, rather it's you going out, for a walk, rather it's exercise. Regardless, self-care takes you a long way, and it will definitely push you further than you could ever imagine that you can go. So we definitely support self-care here, and we definitely support women unity on this page. If there's no women unity, there's no women to support each other. So if you got something else to say, if not, then I think we're gonna end this live.
Yeah. Well, ladies, if y'all have any questions, y'all are more welcome to DM me or you can DM Chris. If you have any
I think I
questions,
need to tag you up here so they can get you.
oh,
Just
yeah,
make a comment so I can tag your thing.
um,
So I'm gonna be going right up here.
yeah. So if you ever if y'all have any questions, I'm okay with talking about my experiences, or if y'all want to know further, why I started to do this or what my goal was, you are more than welcome to DM me, shoot me a message. I'm always open to sharing and helping other women, as far just all about women empowerment and helping other women as far as things they're doing in their life. But thank you, Chris, for you lucky I was available because mostly normally I'm asleep by this time.
You really are.
Yeah,
I was hoping you was up.
I'm an old person,
Me too, because I feel asleep.
but thank you guys and thank you, Chris, for having me on here. So sweet.
Thank
You
you
like a
so
cousin.
much. All right. I'll talk to you later, boo.
All right, bye, y'all.
Bye, yeah. Okay, so like as Michi was saying, pretty much like she really has stockpiles. Like she really has pretty much shown y'all like how much she's progressed with Phlox Divinity. She's one of my customers that's pretty much like um I guess you could say a friend or so, because of the relationship that we do have. Landa, I'll definitely tag her on my page to let you guys know. So yeah, I'll definitely do that. But ladies, I'm gonna end with this. If you don't take care of yourself, nobody else will. At the end of the night, whether you're sleeping with a man, whether you're sleeping with your kids, whether you're sleeping alone, nobody is going to take care of you the way that you would take care of yourself. So be mindful of taking care of yourself and embrace yourself, love on yourself more, and have self love and self care. Y'all have a good